Hi, Molly. What are you doing? Can you see her? It's awful dark, huh? Let me turn this up. There. Maybe better? Maybe better. Hi, Molly. There she is. Are you saying hi? What are you doing? What are you doing? And there's her toy box. Thought I had it lighter in here. Today we remember those whose lives that were taken from us on the attacks of New York City towers, 9/11 attacks. We lost so many that day from useless, senseless acts of terror. We don't understand why people do the things that they do in the horrific ways that they're done, but why? Why? Why hurt all those thousands of people just for one selfless act? You know, that was senseless. My heart still goes out to all the officers, the EMT. Yeah, I know, there's my kitchen. The EMTs, first responders, all the families that lost their loved ones. After all these years, my heart still goes out to them. I remember that day well. I had gotten a phone call from my roommate. I was working graveyard at the time. My daughter was in the Navy aboard the USS Carl Vinson, and my roommate had called me and told me that we had been attacked. Do I know how Christina is doing? And I said, no, I don't. I haven't heard anything. And we worried about her, and the officers that came into the stores worried about the store where I worked at in Portland, worried about her as well. She was out doing God's will and protecting our soil and serving in the service in the way that she did. I'm very, very proud of my daughter for her service and her countless hours of going out and helping and rescuing people and keeping our country safe from harm's way. Very proud of that girl. You remember the bomb, the first bomb that went when they announced the war when it started? And the bandana, the American flag bandana, and the FU word, that was my daughter's team. That was my daughter's bandana I had given her before she went back out to sea. God bless America, God bless our lands, and keep our families safe from harm's way. Never to bring any harm to anybody, ever in that kind of a horrific way. I'm proud of all of our families that went out after that day to help to serve and protect our country and our city streets. The ones that were taken from us after, from the cancers that were... I'm at a loss for words. I'm at a loss for the people that we lost in New York City that day. God bless America and keep us safe again. And let us continue healing from that situation, never forgetting those souls that were lost. Always being there, thinking of them, being around us, wondering what we would be doing at this moment. Never forget them and those that we loved and that we've lost. May God be with each and every one of you to keep you safe within these next days and years of our lives. You know, God has put us all together for a reason, and I'm not sure why. That's His plan, not mine. And all but good comes out of what happens in disasters, and getting to know each other and being friends. We're drawn together. It's His hand, it's His plan, and we follow His Son who makes us upright and walk with our Lord, our God, who keeps us safe from harm's way. We remember those always that serve in the military and serve in the police and the fire departments. They're there to help us, to heal us, and to bring us home. I want to thank each and every one of them for their services of the New York Fire Department, the New York City Police Department. I am tagged on Facebook by an officer in the Bronx as to be working with them. You know how you can go onto Facebook and you can take, oh, this person, this person, this person, they'll work with them, I'm working with them, and you know, you go put them somebody in the family section. When I very first started my journey, I didn't know where I was going and what I was doing with it. I was letting God lead me what He wanted me to do. And I taken my journeys. I went on my missions after I became ordained as a reverend to see how strong God wanted to see how strong I could become walking in His path. I went for 2 years wandering across, not wandering, going in service for our Lord, to helping others and understanding what they have been through, and to help to ease their pain and help make them back the way to better again. I did that. I listened to a song off of Yellowstone halfway home, and that song hit home to me because I would be out there traveling, doing my calling for God. I would travel out by Amtrak, and Greyhound would bring me home. At that time, I had a German Shepherd. His name was Odie, and we were teaching on Amtrak about service animals. I got all the way back to Washington, D.C. with Odie and came back home to Portland, Oregon, that's where I used to live before I came to Nevada. And now the time is done here. It's coming, 7 years, a 7-year itch. Things happen all the time. A lot of times, a lot of good comes out of waiting. I know. You just wait. You wait on the Lord, and the Lord will bring you your riches. And I said it before. When you have to be that words. You have to tell Him what you want. You can't just mumble, well, I wish I could do this way, or no, you tell Him, Lord, may I have this, please. May I have this time to travel, please. Lord, thank you for my days. And when, it takes a little while. You ask Him, it takes a little while. And when it happens, you tell Him, thank you. Thank you for everything that you've given me, God, through your Son, Jesus Christ. For He's the one that has shown us a better way of life. And we have our ups, we have our downs, but we always, always look up to God. Thank you, everyone, for each and everything that you do. Always remember those that love you and want to be near you. Always think